second so I can turn on my video as well so you can see me. Awesome. Okay, so welcome to our webinar, guys. I see we've got some shy people this morning. Say a quick hello in the chat and where you're from. Chances are there's probably a couple of categories of people right now. One category is maybe one of your friends or a family member or a cousin actually called you very, very excited to share an amazing idea with you and send you the link to this webinar. Or you might be sitting in someone's lounge room right now, a friend's lounge room, watching this with them. Or maybe at a cafe, or maybe you watch the recorded version of it. I don't know. All I can tell you is that you're very lucky in order to get invited right now. And I'm going to explain that towards the end. Now, my name is Efrosyni Adamides. I've had the pleasure of being a part of this amazing concept literally for almost a decade now. Before this, I never did anything for longer than 2 years in my life because I would get bored. And in fact, when I saw this, I was one of those people that was juggling lots of different things. I had 2 businesses and a full-time job when I saw this. So I was living in London. London is a very, very hectic rat race. I spent half my life in Australia. Australia is very close to my heart. And the other half of my life between London and Cyprus. And one day my brother comes home and he says, "Sis, I found our ticket to freedom." And I said 2 things to him. First thing I said to him, "What have you been drinking?" And because I didn't take him seriously at the beginning. And then he shared this idea with me that I'm going to share with you right now. And I'm telling you, that night, I could not sleep from my excitement. Now, let me ask you this. If you could be anywhere in the world right now, let's face it, I mean, travel, holidays is the one thing that it doesn't matter how old you are, what background you are, everybody likes holidays. And if you could be anywhere right now, where would you prefer to be instead of where you are right now? I can see we've got some people from Melbourne, from Brisbane, from New Zealand, Perth in the house. Awesome. Where's some places that you would love to be? Egypt. Great choice, Tanya. We're going there in March. Peru. Awesome, Fernando. Fiji. Love Fiji. The happiest people I've met in my life were in Fiji. I was there a year and a half ago. Daddy boy wants to go to Romania, meet Count Dracula. Kenya. Tahiti. See, Tahiti is on my bucket list, and something special is about to happen in Tahiti as well. I mean, this is the thing. Everybody has places on their bucket list, okay? Now, what's stopping people from traveling? Time or money. I was in that situation as well. Living in London, originally from Cyprus, every time I go on holidays, I would jump on a plane, go to Cyprus, see the family, come back home. Wasn't really a proper holiday. If I was like, maybe I would go and get to see 1 or 2 countries a year, very quick getaway because I didn't have the time. When I saw this platform, I saw a way that I can make money and travel at the same time. And right now, the timing is absolutely everything. Now, you're probably wondering, what is this all about? Very, very simple. The name of our company, guys, is called WorldVentures. The slogan of our company is making a living. Okay, you know, when I first saw that, I thought, okay, I was making a living stressing. I was making a living tubing it to work at the time in London. But making a living sounds so much more fun. Now, to give you an idea, if you want to see a flavor of how big our idea is, if you hashtag YSBH, which stands for You Should Be Here, which is our little blue sign you can see on the screen right now, there's something like 740,000 pictures of happy customers around the world, happy travelers. It's not uncommon for someone in dream trips to go from hardly traveling to all of a sudden being able to travel 5 times a year instead of once or twice a year. And I'm going to show you how, okay? So at the heart of our company is the world's biggest VIP travel and lifestyle club. We've actually won a lot of awards. In fact, if you go to the worldtravelawards.com, that's the equivalent of the Oscars for the travel industry. Search your favorite airline, see how many awards they got, then search Dream Trips, you're going to see the difference. Why are we winning all these different awards? Well, there's 3 ways to travel with the Dream Trips. We call it the appetizer, the signature dish, and I'm going to save the dessert for last. Our appetizer is our booking engine. You can book flights, hotels, car rentals, you name it. One of the cool things about it is that if you find anything cheaper once you book a flight or a hotel, as long as it's like for like, our company will give you 110% of the difference back. It's cool, does not compare to our dream trips. Now, membership covers you, your wife or husband, and any kids under the age of 18. Now, if you have a husband, a wife, and a girlfriend at the same time, try not to bring them on the same trip, okay? Now, we do thousands and thousands of dream trips on a yearly basis. I'm going to give you a flavor. These are all bucket list destinations you're going to see shortly. Greece. Everybody's got Greece on their bucket list. Check this out. Every single dream trip has minimum 4-star hotel and above. Okay, we're all about quality rather than cheap and cheerful. We have excursions thrown in, and we have meals thrown in, and sometimes even transfers to and from the airport. So essentially, instead of sitting there having 30 different tabs open, trying to figure out where should I go, where should I stay, where should I eat, and spending like a long time trying to plan a holiday. In our case, it's curated holidays. You download the app straight to your phone, you browse, you like, you click, you book, and go. Simple as that. Let me show you this, okay? So I've done this dream trip. I actually did this dream trip in March this year. Amazing hotel. The food was ridiculous, okay? I've eaten a lot of really good food, especially in Greece, but the food here, especially the breakfast, was amazing. And you see the view of the Parthenon or the Acropolis from actually the restaurants on top of the hotel. You go out on the balcony, you can see the Acropolis. Amazing. Now, this includes a historical tour. You see 3 breakfasts, a lunch, and a dinner, and transfers included as well. Where it says member price, that is the best online price at the time that this was put together. Now, you can see there, okay, we've actually got, let me just put that a little bit further down. We actually got 175 points you can apply towards it. The member price, that's our price, not the best online price. And then you apply 175 points off it. That's our loyalty program. I'll tell you how do you get the points later on, which means you pay $241 for 3 nights. Now, this hotel, so you know, is about 300 euros per night, which is about $400 US, okay, per night, with nothing else included. That's not even peak season. In peak season, it's 500 euros per night. Now, like this, we do so many around the world. A little bit closer to home, Queensland in Australia, staying at the Kingfisher Bay Resort. This is a beautiful resort. In fact, this was actually one of the most recognized resorts for Australia in one of the travel magazines. $269 per person. Guys, that's like $80 per night. Sydney, Australia, okay, including going for a full excursion to the zoo, $249 per person. South Africa with zip lining, okay, I mean, amazing experience. Hawaii, oh man, Hawaii, we went to Maui. And sometimes, you know, you see all these travel channels and you see all these beautiful places and you kind of go, do they really look like that in real life? Believe me, they do. When we went to Hawaii and we went to Maui, and you're literally like walking down the beach and you've got this really beautiful, clear water. I mean, it's just, I think everybody needs to experience that. Singapore, I've actually stayed at that hotel there that you can see there. That's the Marina Bay Sands hotel. Now, JW Marriott is actually one of the top hotels in Singapore as well. Singapore is a very expensive destination. So this includes a bunch of meals, and also you can actually see the Sentosa tour as well. So guys, you get the idea. Literally all around the world, Thailand, Hong Kong, Kenya. I mean, you want to go to Europe, you want to go to Africa, you want to go to the Middle East. Any dream, any bucket list destinations we pretty much cover. Now, when you're brand new, like let's say you get started today and you book a dream trip today, a company will actually give you some extra points so you get a further discount of already the heavily discounted trips. You can see the details there. Now, if you're one of those people as well that loves to give back, we also do volunteerism. We built so many schools in Guatemala. I think it's like 145, 150 schools so far in Guatemala. We built churches, orphanages, you name it. So you can go on volunteerism, help to give back, make a difference, and get away at the same time. Now, we also just launched this. It's called Anytime Escapes. Anytime Escapes is like dream trips without the excursions and the host and things like that. The dream trips is our signature dish, because when you go on a dream trip, I mean, one of my favorite experiences on a dream trip was when we actually went to China to see the Great Wall of China. Now, a dream trip is white glove service. So we arrived at the airport, we got picked up, we had transfers included, get to the hotel, private check-in with a host. And the only job of the host essentially is to make sure you have a good time. Now, we had dinners every night thrown in, we had breakfast every day, we had a tour to the Great Wall of China. Now, I don't know about you, but one of my least favorite things about traveling is going to a really cool place, and then you get there, you were riding an air-conditioned bus, and you get there, and all of a sudden you see thousands of people queuing to get into the site. And you're like, I mean, I actually question myself, I'm like, how bad do I really want to see the Great Wall of China? Because I didn't fancy being in a queue for the next 3-4 hours to go see a site for like an hour. But because we're platinum members and dream trips, the air-conditioned bus went straight past all the hot, sweaty people that were lining up in the queue, went to a separate VIP entrance, and we went straight in. That for me was a dream trip. To be able to have that experience, to skip the queues. I mean, that was just one experience. We've been on so many dream trips. Now, Anytime Escapes is 5 days, 4-night deals, up to 60% off. But without the host or things like that, you can also apply points towards it. And the cool thing is you can actually go on this any time. Okay, now we do so many different places around the world. We also launched a few in Australia. This is one in Dominican Republic, 5 days, 4 nights. If you're into golf, I've been told this is one of the best places to go play golf. Now you see the booking.com price and you see our price, and after the points, it works out to $375 per person. And we do Spain as well, guys. I mean, literally, when you download the app, it's pretty crazy. Now, I left the dessert for last, okay? What if there was a way for you to go eat at different restaurants that we partnered up with, and you literally, just by being a member, you get your receipt, and at the end of it, you earn points to spend on holidays. Eat, earn, travel, repeat, okay? Now, all of these, to give you an idea, there's a couple of ways you can be a part of the club. I'm telling you, though, stay till the end, because when I announce what I'm going to announce at the end, you're going to realize why right now, more than ever, we're experiencing the biggest momentum since I've been a part of the company, almost 10 years. I've never seen momentum like this. I'm going to save that till the end. So 2 levels of membership. The gold level, you can see there's a monthly membership and a once-off fee. $245, give or take a few dollars between Australia and New Zealand. Once in your life, whatever you pay to be a member of the club, you get back in points straight away to spend on holidays. The second, which is your monthly membership, is $62 a month. Again, give or take a couple of dollars. And on your 12-month anniversary, you get all of that back again to spend on more dream trips. Now, our most popular version is the platinum membership, because everybody likes VIP. You get everything that the gold membership gets, but you also get to apply 50% more points. So it becomes even more cost effective when you're platinum. We get early access to the dream trips 1 week before the gold members. We get platinum only dream trips. Gold members don't even get to see those. And of course, on all the dream trips, we get extra perks as being platinum members. Now for that, it's $420 US once in your life and $100 US per month. Same thing applies. Whatever you pay, you get back in points straight away, and your monthly membership on your 12-month anniversary. Guys, look at us putting like a little bit of money away, like almost like putting your first holiday on lay-by, and then paying off and having a little traveler savings account over the next few months. And this is just some of the trips that we've actually been on. You can see there, Even in Cyprus, being a tourist in my own country, that was awesome. Bottom right, that's actually the entrance of the Great Wall of China. We had the pleasure of going there with the founder of the company. Top right, that was actually a bunch of us on the dream trip that I shared with you earlier in Athens. We went on top of the Acropolis. This is a resort takeover. We actually broke a record for this. 3,000 people at the same resort in Cancun in Mexico. So guys, you get the idea. I mean, you know, you get your little blue sign, start taking things off your bucket list. And you too can post your pictures as well with the hashtag YSBH. It'll be one of those 750,000 happy customers on social media. Now, if you're in a situation like I was when I saw this, where time is an issue, or maybe your finances are an issue, okay? The second part is a solution to help you fix that problem. Now, this is to partner up with a company that's done $2 billion in the last 3 years. Rock solid. We've got head offices all around the major continents. We're in 36 countries right now. We just opened France. We're very, 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 very close to opening Tahiti and New Caledonia. There's a lot of crazy growth going on right now, guys. And you can literally, this could be your office. This is my office, okay? My mobile phone and a good Wi-Fi connection. I can do this business from anywhere in the world for $100 once off and $20 a month. Now, your commissions, your earnings is a reflection of your effort. A little bit of effort, a little bit of money. But if you put a lot of effort, you can make a lot of money. I'm going to give you a little bit of a brief overview of the compensation plan because I want you to get the flavor. But I'm telling you, like, we've helped people in the last 9.5 years. I've helped people make anywhere from a couple of extra $100 a month, put away, have a couple of extra holidays a year, to our number one income earner makes close to $1.7 million a year. That's US. If we convert to Australian, it's about $2 million Australian per year. This is the office, okay? I'm going to show you how that is possible shortly. Now, first step, help you get your four platinum customers would actually earn you $400 US in cash and $400 Rovi bucks. Now, Rovi bucks, one Rovi buck is $1, is like the points, but picture this, okay? I just showed you a whole bunch of dream trips. Let's say I showed you some dream trips to Sydney. So 3-night dream trip to Sydney, it worked out to like $249 per person. Let's say you come in today, you recommend 4 customers to the club in 4 weeks. You make your $400 US in cash. And you get $400 Rovi bucks. That means that dream trip to Sydney, you paid for that with Rovi bucks. It only cost you like $60 for 2 people, which you can take out of the $400 US in cash. And if you don't live in Sydney, that can also contribute towards your flights. This is how we can also get paid and travel, guys. It's ridiculous. That's just the beginning. What if you do 6? $950 US in cash, $400 in Rovi bucks. But the magic income is called residual income. Residual income is the income you can keep getting paid over and over and over again for something you do once. For example, building a team of 30 platinum customers or 60 gold. $7,500 US in average incomes. That's about $600 US per month. It's about $850 Australian per month. This is not bad income for a part-time business. This is not quit your job tomorrow. This is a part-time business. This is 5 to 10 hours a week. Some people do slightly less, some people do more. It comes down to you. What if you're a director? Average income $2,000 US a month. After marketing director, it starts becoming a lot more interesting. And that's when freedom kicks in. So to give you an idea, when I started doing this, my mentor said one thing to me. Because Efrosyni, if you follow the system will give you results. If you try to reinvent the wheel, I can't help you with your results. But you got to follow the system. And he told me 2 things. One is you got to be coachable. And 2, you got to be hungry, because hunger comes from within. Because I'm not going to do it for you, but I will do it with you. Here's the deal. There's training, okay, and I'll show you about the training in a second. If you plug your people into the training will help you develop leaders, and leaders build this business. I followed that one piece of advice, very, very, very part-time. When I started, in my first 13 months, part-time, I got to the level of marketing director. As you can see there, average $55,000 US per year. 13 months part-time. Okay, now we've helped 19 people get to the highest level in the company that you can see there. Actually, we're about to pop number 20 any day now, to give you an idea. It's going to be our first IMD from the Asia region. Okay, stay tuned for that one. But it's all because of the training of the company. And our company does 3 major trainings a year. And in fact, for Australia, our next big training is this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday in Sydney. If you're in Sydney, you're lucky. If you're not in Sydney, jump on a plane. All I can tell you guys is that if I hadn't gone to my first training, which was in Los Angeles and I was living in London, in my first week of seeing these, I would not be here right now. Now, Director of Training, Mr. Marcusetta, to give you an idea, he's got over 30-something years experience in network marketing. If you were to sit down one-on-one with him, like we're doing right now almost, and have private session with him, he charges $5,000 US an hour, minimum 5 hours. But you can get him for a whole weekend teaching you step-by-step how to build this business for $200 US. In fact, the IMD, which is the highest level in the company that's joining him, Millie had just moved to Singapore from the US. She didn't know anybody in Singapore, and she was able to build it to IMD in less than 3 years with strangers. I'm telling you, she's a phenomenal trainer. So the key to success in this business is always the training of the company. And any of our top leaders will tell you exactly that. In fact, Vaitiare, which is one of our amazing leaders from the Asia Pacific region, she had actually joined WorldVentures. And to give you an idea, she left her job quite quickly. So she was in a situation where financially she was challenged. Now, she knew that there was no option but to go to training. And one thing that my mentor always said to me, he goes, you can always tell the hungry ones based on the size of the obstacle they had to overcome to make something happen. Now, she didn't have the money to go to training. You know what she did? She got really, really creative. She went and sold 200 chickens to raise the money to go to training. Now, she didn't have money for accommodation, so they actually took their sleeping bags and slept at the airport. Now, in 21 months, she hit IMD, which is the highest level of the company. I'm telling you, this lady's creating so many waves right now, but she wouldn't be where she's at right now if she was someone that looked at her obstacle and went, can't afford it. No, she looked at her obstacle and said, I must go, I must find a way. And when you ask better questions, you get better results. Stavros and Katerina, 2 of our most favorite leaders, they started in 2011. Katerina saw this first. Stavros was very skeptical at the beginning, but luckily Katerina didn't actually listen to his opinion. She just went out and got her 6 fast. And when she got her 6 fast and showed him the money, that's when he started believing more. The 2 of them partnered up together, and they're one of the fastest people in Europe in order to get to the highest level in the company and now make more than $1 million a year. Razvan and Jetta, amazing leaders from Romania. Actually, Jetta's got an awesome story. She had a very successful hairdressing chain, salon, in Romania. So she had no time. Razvan didn't have the money. He had a construction company that had gone under. 2 of them linked arms. They let their obstacles become part of their testimony. And they still hold the record for the fastest people to go to IMD. Now, remember I said to you, save the best for last. Check this out. Normally I would say, guys, you have a couple of options. You can come in either as the gold customer or the platinum customer. And of course, add the business on top if you want to make money. That's what I would normally say. But today, right now, as of Friday, called Black Friday, our company released a crazy, crazy promotion that I've never seen before, that you can basically get started today. Now, let me put things in perspective. Before this promotion got launched, our team was putting in about 1,000 to 1,500 sales in a week, which is pretty awesome. I'm very grateful for the amazing team that we have. But when this promotion got launched on Friday, On Friday alone, our business grew by 3.5, close to 4,000 sales. We closed last week with almost 6,000 sales because of the promotion we're about to announce. This week, which starts on Saturday, it's only Monday, we're almost on 3,000 sales already. We're going to break our record from last week. I am telling you, it's going nuts right now. You're probably wondering, okay, what's the promotion? Let me know. Okay, check this out. You can come in today. You can choose your platinum in the business. And instead of almost $750, almost $800 Australian to be all in, you can get signed up today for platinum in the business for just $99 US once in your life, and a monthly membership from the following month. Check this out. This week we have the training. So you can actually come in right now, and for $300 US, you can book your first training, you can have the platinum, you can have the business for what most people would be spending $1,000 US. You can do that right now for $300 US. Guys, it is ridiculous what's happening. So my invitation to you is get back to the person that invited you. Position yourself quickly, because it's going crazy, the growth that we've actually got going on right now. In fact, to give you an idea, let me just check, literally in 35 minutes from now, there's going to be another webinar with one of the top leaders in all of Australia. Her name is Lou Hardy. She's someone that's built it to RMD averaging 6 figures, okay? She built it to RMD in 12 months. This lady's a powerhouse. So my invitation to you, get back to the person that I invited you right now. Tell them you're all in, get started, and they will show you how to invite for the next half an hour. We can help you get your 4 today. It sounds like a bold statement, but guys, I've got people in my team that literally took them 4 months to make a couple of sales, and they made 10 sales in 24 hours because of this crazy promotion that's going on right now. If someone told you there's an iPhone 10, okay, and the iPhone 10 is usually worth $1,000, but they said to you, you can get it today for $100 once off, what would you do? Even if you got an iPhone, you'd be like, yeah, give it to me. I'll figure something out with it, because it's a crazy sale. It's a very limited time promotion. So get back to the person that invited you guys. Welcome to WorldVentures. And we look forward to seeing you at the next training or at our next event.